Guys, what's up? It's just Mark, and in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about how you can find your life purpose. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what type of person you are, or what type of past you have. You can actually find your life purpose pretty fucking quickly if you follow the advice in this video. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit back, get ready, take notes, and get ready to learn about you, what you want out of life, and your life purpose. Because once you figure this out, once you learn this, your entire life will change. Once you figure this out, once you learn this, you can now make money, do something you love, something you're passionate about, and giving your gift to the world. So it's really amazing learning this concept and learning these ideas. So sit back, let's jump straight in. All right, guys, so today I was actually working with a new client of mine, and she's a really cool girl who wanted to learn a little bit about entrepreneurship. And recently I started teaching business skills alongside the content I currently teach, right? On YouTube, on social media, even with a lot of my clients, I find a lot of the people who reach out to me, they want to learn about dating. They see me traveling around the world, partying, picking up girls, doing this fun thing, right? And a lot of those clients reach out to me because they want to build a similar lifestyle. But a lot of people have reached out to me, asking me, how do you make money? How are you able to travel around the world? How are you able to live such an amazing life of freedom? So more recently, I've gone into working with personal clients who reach out to me to teach them how they can actually find their life purpose and make money with it. So recently I had a student go from making $8 an hour, working random minimum wage jobs. He had to save up 2 to 3 months of income in order to work with me because he didn't have the money to pay me for coaching. But once he saved up the money, working 2 to 3 jobs over the course of 2.5 months, he quickly got promoted. And he went from making $8 an hour to $12 an hour to $18 an hour to $24 an hour to $32 an hour to $45 an hour to when he recently contacted me a few days ago saying he just got promoted to a 6-figure income. And it's only been 4 months since he ended the coaching program. Blows my mind. Now, I've had a lot of students who tell me similar things. One of my assistant coaches who works for me, he actually went from broke to 6 figures within a year, right? A lot of people, they want to learn how to make money, but they don't realize, first things first, social skills is the number one thing you need to develop. And so that's why a lot of people reach out to me because they want to learn how to improve their social skills. And when you improve your social skills, obviously you improve your dating life, you get a lot of dates, you meet a lot of beautiful women, you have a lot of fun. But what's crazy, a random natural side effect, a byproduct is you start making a lot of money. So now you're improving your social skills. Now you're improving your dating life. Now you're improving your relationships. Now you're improving your ability to meet people, network, communicate. What's even crazier about this is you start making money. So now you can make money. But one thing that's interesting is you don't want to do anything for the money. You don't want to just do it for the money. I have a buddy who went from literally working minimum wage jobs to running an office of managers who manage sales teams, who manage salespeople. So he's like 4 degrees up, of a manager, has his own office, managing all these people, making like $500,000 a year, going crazy, hooking up with girls in the office, like just straight up Wolf of Wall Street type vibes, right? Just selling different banking plans to people and doing the whole crazy partying plus making money type thing. And he didn't like it. He's hooking up with, Sally from HR while making, tens of thousands of dollars per month, right? Plus getting all these bonuses, getting commissions, getting free offers for a trip to the Caribbean because he's doing such a great job at his fucking job, right? But he wasn't happy. So in life, you find a lot of people just do it for the money and then they're not happy. Then you see a lot of people doing what they love, doing something they're super passionate about. You see a lot of people who master the craft, love what they do, but they're broke, right? They're like living at their parents' basement or, living in some crappy little apartment with a bunch of roommates and they can't really afford anything because they're not able to make money off of what they're passionate about. Then you see a lot of people who do something they love and they're making money from it, but they're not really good at it and they're not offering a whole lot of value. Therefore, they're easily replaceable. I think about it with my video editors, right? There are guys who, even if they are passionate about it and they like it, and they can get paid for it, and the world needs this stuff, but they don't have the ability to be good at what they do, well, bye-bye, I'm going to replace you with someone else, because I can't afford to have someone who's not passionate doing my content, right? I need them to have that inner drive in order to make it happen, right? So that way I can give my gift to the world effectively, and they can help in that long-term vision of my long-term vision of deeply impacting 1 million people's lives, right? And so here's the thing. This is actually a concept called Ikigai. It's a Japanese term for finding this nice synergistic, centeredness in your life purpose. And when you have that in your life purpose, you can now have it in your life, your career, even your friendships and relationships and things like that. Okay, Ikigai is a very, very powerful system to figure out, is what you're doing right for you? Is it right for your life? So I look at my life. I get paid to travel around the world, party with hot girls in my nightlife business. Okay, it's pretty fucking fun. But I love it. I'm good at it. But is that necessarily what the world needs? I guess to a certain extent, right? But how passionate, how much do I love it? Like, how much can I love it? Only so much, because I'm not feeling, this is a vacation. This is really what the world needs. This is my deep mission, right? And so I decided that, I could make a 6-figure income partying, going crazy, partying with girls every single night. But I decided I want to do more, right? And also, I was coaching clients. And there's certain things I was really passionate about, but then sometimes, the passion runs dry. So with Ikigai, you really need to make sure you're creating this lifestyle of success for the long term. So this is what Ikigai is. Ikigai is balancing what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. So those 4 things. Can you get paid? Are you good at it? Do you love it? And does the world need this from you? Okay? Or does the world need this in general? Because if you look at, the world as a marketplace, right? Is there a demand in that marketplace, right? If there's a demand, that means the world needs it and therefore you can get paid for it. Then you need to look at your own life. Do you love it and are you good at it? So think about your life right now. Think about things that you love and that you're good at. Maybe it's some sort of sports. Maybe it is something very random. Maybe you're really good at back massaging people. I don't fucking know, right? Just something very random. Well, these are all skills you can actually make money from, especially if you get really, really good at it. So you want to find that nice centered balance, because once these 4 pillars of Ikigai overlap, you have the opportunity to make a lot of fucking money doing something you love. So when you do something you love and something you're good at, what happens is you therefore have passion. Because you're good at it, so you feel great doing it. You feel that dopamine rush in your head because you're crushing it, right? And when you love it as well, that makes you very passionate about it. So when a lot of people look at a lot of my content on social media, or a lot of people look at my lifestyle, it's things I'm good at, right? It's also things I am very passionate about. So one thing I love teaching a lot of my clients outside of any of my formal coaching programs is just entrepreneurship and learning business skills, because it's just so amazing when you learn business skills. You can use that in any area of your life to make money. It's fucking crazy, right? Or you can optimize things a little bit. So I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship, or teaching guys dating advice so they can learn how to have a handle on their social anxiety, have a handle on their life, have a handle on their self-esteem, their value as a human being, right? So these are things I'm passionate about, but also things I'm really fucking good at, right? And therefore, it's a very synergistic thing, and passion comes out, right? And then it's also, what can I be paid for that I'm also good at? That's how you find the profession. So when a lot of people look at my professionalism, it's because I'm good at something and therefore I can be paid for it as well. That's where the professionalism comes out, right? And therefore I get paying customers and clients and people buying my online seduction course at onlineseduction.com, or signing up for my online mentoring program, or signing up for my bootcamp, or my immersion, or my bootcamp online, or my natural transformations course, or whatever the fuck it is. Or maybe it's a cute girl bringing all her friends for a birthday party to my club for ball service and fun times and great adventures, right? Things that I'm good at that I can get paid for. But then it's also what the world needs and what I can get paid for. Therefore, I have a vocation, right? So you want to have that as well. What does the world need? So you want to figure out, what do you have that the world needs, or what can you do that the world needs? That's very, very important, because if you want to be a professional, Call of Duty player and play Fortnite or whatever, does the world need that? Is there a demand for that, right? You got to ask yourself, is there demand for that? Does the world need this? And if the world does need that, then you can be successful. But then you also want to look at, what you love and what the world needs. Therefore, you have a mission. So I realize that there's so much suffering going on in society. There's so many people who are fucking miserable because they can't get a girlfriend, they can't get a date, they have social anxiety, they're depressed, they have all these things stopping them emotionally from leveling up in life, right? And they're broke, right? So I made it my life's mission to deeply impact the lives of 1 million men. And eventually I changed it to 1 million people, because there's a lot of women who could benefit from my content as well. And a lot of my clients these days are women as well. Pretty crazy, right? And I would say about 10% of my clients are women now. And it's crazy because there's a demand for it because the world needs it. It's also something I love, and therefore my mission is to deeply impact people's lives on a very core level, to change their perception of reality and allow them to live a better, happier, more successful life, whether that's, getting more dates, getting a hot girlfriend, making more money, or whatever would make them happy and fulfilled internally, right? So what you want to do is you want to look at your life and figure out what the Ikigai is. Where is that centeredness? Where is that balance where you're doing something you love, right? You're also good at it, so therefore you have that passion. Or you're doing something you love and the world needs it, therefore you have that mission, right? Or you're good at it and you can get paid for it, so therefore you have that professionalism, like a business or some sort of way you can generate revenue from it, but also what the world needs, what you can get paid for, so you have vocation, right? Therefore, you are feeling 100% satisfied and fulfilled from whatever it is you choose to do with your life. And then you can make money from it. So that's how you go from being broke, living your passions, to making money living your passions. That's also how you go from being someone who's wealthy but not fulfilled because you're doing something that doesn't really fucking matter, to being someone who is making money doing something that does really matter to you and to the world, where everything's a win-win, where you're winning, your customers are winning, and everyone involved is winning. Think about this, right? One of my friends, his name's Boris, he opened an amazing restaurant in Toronto, Canada called Abu Hummus. Boris is one of my fucking really good friends, and also kind of a role model to me. He's about a decade older than me, and he's just a really cool guy. I met him years ago when I was going through a breakup, and I saw he had 2 girlfriends, and I was like, what? Like, polyamory? What is that? Oh my God, that's so crazy, right? And I eventually met one of my ex-girlfriends through Boris. He's a really good friend of mine. He just actually invited me to Costa Rica to go kick it with him, right? And Boris, he actually set up an amazing business that he created called 180 Smoke. He sold this company, right? The reason he created the company was because his father passed away from smoking, from lung cancer, right? And so he made this amazing company that the world needed, because absolutely smoking is horrible for you, right? Something he's passionate about because he was good at it, because he knew a lot about smoking and vaping and whatnot. He loved it, and he can get paid for it as well, right? And so he had that Ikigai. And after he's in a position where he's even more financially well off, he's like, let's do something I'm really passionate about. Let's create a hummus restaurant. He's this serial entrepreneur. He's great at marketing. He's great at all these amazing things. He chose to open up a restaurant selling Middle Eastern cuisine, falafels, hummus. It's already making a fuck ton of money. How amazing is that? And his long-term plan is to create a chain of this restaurant and to make a fuck ton of money and franchise it out and just kill it, right? But look, does the world need authentic, delicious Middle Eastern cuisine? Absolutely. I've tried the food, right? Abu Hummus in Kensington Market in Toronto, fucking delicious. Go check it out if you ever have a chance. Amazing food, honestly, okay? Can he get paid for it? Of course, right? Every business, every service, there's always an exchange, right? So he's winning because he gets paid. The restaurant's winning because it builds revenue. The customers are happy. The staff get paid. Everyone's winning. He loves it because he's passionate about it, and he's good at it because he spent 10 years perfecting the recipe, right, while having all these other business ventures. Therefore, he's got that perfect Ikigai balance. It's amazing. And because of that, he's gonna make a fuck ton of money off of this, right? He's not even doing it for the money, but he's gonna make a ton of money off of this, right? He'll probably get it to $100,000 a month in revenue in the very near future. He'll probably be able to scale it to $1 million a month in the next few years, and he might even be able to turn it into like an 8-figure, maybe even a 9-figure company in the next 5 to 10 years, right? Unless he decides to sell it and cash out. So you wanna figure out what the Ikigai is and then create a system where everyone's winning. In Boris's restaurant, the employees win, he's winning, the customers win, Uber Eats wins because they get that 30% commission, right? Everybody is fucking winning, right? So in whatever your life purpose is, whether you're just starting out in your career, whether you're just starting out with, becoming successful, whatever that means to you, you wanna make sure you're doing something that really fucking matters to you, but also something down the road you can get paid for. So when I started content creation, I was filming videos on my iPhone 5 back in 2014, right? And I wasn't trying to make money off of it. I was aware that, the world needs the content. I could get paid for it in the long term. And I was good at what I was doing because I was practicing what I preach, and I loved it so fucking much. I loved it. I put my heart and soul into the content in that moment. Even now when I create content, it's something I'm passionate about. I'm creating stuff I'm passionate about, right? And it works the same way in every area of your life, maybe your dating life. You're gonna want to, make sure that, the women you're dating, you love them. You're gonna wanna make sure that, anything you do, any hobbies you have, you're good at, right? You wanna make sure if you're trying to provide some sort of value to society, it's something society needs, right? Well, if you can balance all these things, you can actually figure out how to make money off of whatever it is you do. I made a ton of money by teaching young men how to effectively open up their communication, open up their body language, expressiveness, and just be who they want to be in order to date the girls they want to date, maybe have a lot of fun as a young, aspiring, respectable, gentleman, fuckboy type dude, right? And also just be the best version of themselves through improving their social skills, right? And so I was really good at it. I was passionate about it because I loved it, and I was great at it because I was really good at getting my client success, and the world needed it, and I could get paid for it. And I've done that in the nightlife industry. I've done that with social media content. I've done that with TikTok content. I've done that with, Instagram and YouTube and all kinds of things, right? And so you wanna ask yourself, what can you do to find that balance, right? Without any excuses, without your mom telling you to go get a fucking job in construction because you need money to pay off the bills, without, just any of that other bullshit, without school telling you, you need to go get a bachelor's degree in some fucking bullshit that doesn't matter, that you don't even care about in order to be successful. What is it that you can do right now, today, that you're good at, that you love, that eventually you can get paid for down the road, right? Once you figure out business models and eventually figure out how to monetize, but also what the world needs. I remember one of my friends who was actually a fan. I met him through YouTube content. He saw my YouTube content. His name was Jag. Shout out to Jag. And it's funny because he hit me up saying, dude, you need to monetize. You need to monetize your little pickup artist business thingy that you're fucking doing. And I was like, what does monetize mean? I'm like 18 years old. I'm like, what does the word monetize? Google monetize. Oh, make money off of it. Okay, right? Or I remember my cousin, he used to run a company called T.Pickup. And it just so happened my cousin, his parents were my godparents, he just so happened to lose touch with me for years. And then it turns out he was also running a PUA-based business, like dating coach men's company thingy, right? And it was so funny because EJ was telling me, dude, stop coaching people for free, because I was coaching people for free for a year before I even started making money from it. And then eventually I started getting paid clients. He was like, dude, you need to get clients who give you money. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So God bless EJ, right? Because eventually I ended up paying the bills, traveling around the world, doing all these amazing things because of that centeredness, that Ikigai, because I was great at it. Now, here's the best part. Here's the best part. 99% of the people who've ever seen my content, probably more, 99.99% of the people who've ever seen my content, out of the 12 million plus views on my channel, out of the 10 million plus views on my TikTok, out of the 50 million plus views I've had doing collaborations across YouTube with different YouTubers, different influencers and things like that, right? 99.99% of these people have never paid me $1. Even if you consider YouTube ad revenue, I would get 1 penny for 100 or 1,000 views or whatever the fuck, right? But most of these people never paid me anything, right? But because I was able to monetize such a small fucking fractional percentage, of, the people who watch my content, I was able to make a 6-figure income, right? And so if you could figure out this kind of system for yourself, you could make videos about planting or gardening or like cooking or whatever the fuck it is you are passionate about. Maybe you want to make videos about NoFap. I have a buddy, his name's Fearless Dan, okay? He actually came to one of my events and he told me he makes videos about NoFap. I'm like, the fuck? You have a YouTube channel about NoFap? Right? He eventually featured me on his channel because I've done NoFap for about 5 years now. And it's funny because Fearless Dan makes money from his YouTube channel talking about abstaining from masturbation, okay? So you can actually make money doing anything. And what's amazing is along this journey, you're gonna develop all these amazing skills that you didn't realize you had. So I accidentally learned social media marketing and funnels and sales and negotiation and investments and all these different fucking skills by accident because I was going out as an 18-year-old boy filming YouTube videos, picking up girls in downtown Toronto on my iPhone 5, when really I'm just like an 18-year-old kid just like, excuse me miss, you're really pretty. I don't like really know how to communicate and I'm just like trying to get over my social anxiety, right? And next thing you know, a few years later, I'm running a 6-figure, almost 7-figure business. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So just jump in because doing nothing is the same as failing. Doing nothing is the same as fucking up and just absolutely failing. But the difference is you don't learn anything. Because when you actually fail, you're learning. It's not win-lose, it's win-learn, right? Either you win or you learn. But if you do nothing, you're fucking up because your life is gonna remain exactly the same. You're gonna wake up 2 years from now, your life's been exactly the same, nothing's happened. Think about the last 6 months of your life. How much has changed? How much has drastically changed? Has your life completely changed in the last 6 months? Or is it pretty much mostly the same? Maybe your hair's longer, maybe you have like a bit more, a different look, maybe you've lost a bit of weight, maybe you've gained a bit of weight, maybe things are slightly different, but if you really look at the last few years of your life, probably nothing has fucking changed because you're not doing anything. And if you have, and your life has changed a little bit, props to you, but most people watching this video, probably at least 90 to 95% of people watching this piece of content, their life is remaining exactly the fucking same. So do something different. Either invest in yourself from books or online courses or mentorship or find a mentor, right? People pay me thousands of dollars to mentor them. I get paid a lot of money to do random fucking things, right? Why? It's because unless you spend money on yourself, on your learning, on your investing in yourself, you don't have any skin in the game. You are not invested in your own success. You don't have your money where your mouth is. Therefore, you're not gonna be successful. So you wanna invest in your learning. You wanna spend money on your learning. You wanna spend money on your education. And I'm not talking about formal education of spending $100,000 a year on going to like a prestigious university where they teach you fuck all real life skills. I'm talking about learning real life skills and investing into that, whether it's a little bit or a lot. And trying things, testing things, spending money to experiment on things. I wanted to get good at Tinder, so I spent thousands of dollars on Tinder like upgrades and courses about Tinder and things like that till I mastered it within 6 months, created my own course called Online Seduction at online-seduction.com. And now anybody who buys my course and invests in my Tinder course, they instantly have literally years cut off the learning curve and become in the top 1% of guys on dating apps. But what's crazy is if they apply everything, they become in the top 0.1% of guys on dating apps. So they're now 1 in 1,000 of men, right? And because they're investing that money, they learn very quickly, they cut years off the learning curve, and they're invested because they spent the money, therefore they're gonna learn it. Or let's say someone reaches out to me and they want me to mentor them with entrepreneurship or social skills and entrepreneurship or how to get a girlfriend or whatever. Because they spent the money, they are invested. So the first step comes down to investing in yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in your learning, right? Because oftentimes you don't even know what you're good at. You don't even know what you love. You don't even know what the world needs, and you need someone to kind of hold your hand and guide you along that path. So guys, it was great chatting with you guys. Find your life purpose. Find out what it is you want to do. Find out what it is you love. Find out what you're good at. Find out what the world needs. Find out what you can get paid for, like what skills pay you the best, like high income skills. What are the high income skills? I can tell you some right now. Sales, copywriting, negotiation. Let's say you did sales and you did like real estate sales. You get 2% commission on $1 million property that's being sold. You made $20,000 right there off of one deal, right? You do 5 deals a year, you sell $5 million properties per year, you're making $100,000 per year, right? And so you want to figure out what are those skills that you can get paid a lot for. Copywriting, sales, marketing, funnels, right? There's 1,000,001 different skills. And in each one of those skills, there's 1,000,000 different things you could do. And there's also 1,000,000 different companies, organizations, or people you can work with, right? And so it's crazy. When you actually figure all these things out, your life fucking changes more than you could possibly fucking imagine. And the more skills you develop, the more things you get good at, the more things you learn to love, the more skills you have that are monetizable, the more value you can give to the world and the marketplace, and the more your bank account goes up, the more fulfillment you have inside, and the more happy you are in life. So I'm gonna end it there, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to make sure you follow all my social medias and message me. My Instagram, my new Instagram, DrunkJustin2, right? My Snapchat, SexyJustin. Even join my Telegram inner circle in the description, or you can even message me directly on Telegram. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel. I love making these videos for you guys. I love creating content I'm passionate about to help anybody out there who's confused or lost or stuck with something. Because I remember being a young man on YouTube, Googling my problems away or searching it up on YouTube and finding content. I was like, holy shit, whoa. And my entire perspective in life changes. So I'm hoping I can do that to even some of you. And I love connecting with you guys and chatting with you guys. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you click the subscribe button and then click the bell notification so you're notified of new videos. And also, if you did enjoy this video at all, if you got even a little bit of benefit from this video, leave a thumbs up. Maybe you hate this video, then leave a thumbs down. I don't really care. It boosts me on the YouTube algorithm. That's all that matters, okay? And I will talk to you guys soon. Again, all the links in the description to all my social media. Make sure to follow me. If you guys ever any questions, leave in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.